When we start working on Google Colab notebook, the first question comes how we can take data which we have stored within Google Drive inside my Google Colab notebook. Okay, so that we can start any activities which are based on my data inside my Google Colab notebook directly. Okay, so here I have stored all my data within this data folder inside my Google Drive data source, and you can see that it contains two different files. One is train.zip and the other is sample submission.csv. And in this Jupyter notebook, we'll take these data, will mount the Google Drive inside my Google notebook, and will directly access those two files inside my Google notebook. Okay, so first you need to connect it to none, which is based on CPU runtime environment, and just click on connect. Okay, so once you'll find that it's checked, that means your environment is up and running, and now you can start activities required to mount Google Drive inside your Jupyter notebook. Okay, so first we'll check whether it contains any data or not. So we can clearly say it does not contain any data. Now in the second step, what we will do, we will import this statement so that we can perform activities against the Google Drive, right? So from google.colab import drive, and next you need to mount that drive inside your Jupyter notebook. So we are simply mounting that file, drive.mount and /g drive. So I'm just executing this statement. Okay, and now you need to click it, choose your credential, right? So I'm just using it and pasting it here, run it. So once it completes, your Google Drive has been mounted, and now you can simply use whatever files or directory you need to access inside your Jupyter notebook. Just provide the appropriate path here. So here I am simply using cp command to copy file from my Google Drive to my Jupyter notebook environment. So you can see that I have specified the location of my Google Drive. So it's G drive, which has been mounted just now, and inside that Google Drive I'm using the path of my file. So my drive, Google Drive data source, inside data we have train.zip and sample submission.csv file, and that's what I am specifying it here, right? So once that is done, we need to provide the folder or directory name which you have created inside your Jupyter notebook, or simply give dot. So that means it will copy all the files which you have specified as a part of this statement inside your current working directory inside Google Colab notebook. Okay, so that's the purpose of giving dot, right? So I am simply copying two files from my Google Drive inside my current working directory inside Google Colab notebook. So it's copying it, right? And we'll just perform the ls command to see what it has copied. So you can see that sample submission.csv and train.zip file has been copied inside my Google notebook. Okay, and now we'll simply unzip this file, because this is zip file. We'll simply unzip this file, right? And now we'll try to see what are the different files we have. So you can see that we have multiple files inside my current working directory. Okay, and you can also see your current working directory with the help of pwd. Okay, so this will give you your current working directory. So current working directory is this. All the files have been copied inside this content directory, and that's what we are seeing it here. So once that activity gets completed, now we'll perform a quick analysis against my data, just to make sure that it has been copied successfully and we are able to access it within my workflow, right? So I'm just importing it, and here I am reading the train.csv file which is present inside the current directory, and that's what I have given it, dot /train.csv. This indicates for the current working directory. And now you can see that it has been read correctly, and we can see that it has this number of samples and 41 columns, right? And we'll simply try to access it. So you can see we are able to access all the data which we have just downloaded from the Google Drive, right? And in normal workflow, what we normally do, we perform certain activities inside our machine learning pipeline. So here I am simply transforming my data from train.csv to train.json. I mean, just to showcase my point that how we can again upload my artifacts inside my Google Drive, right? Because here we have seen how we can download it, any data from Google Drive to Colab notebook, and now we'll perform certain activities. Will create different set of model artifacts, and at the end we will upload all the model artifacts from my Google Colab notebook to Google Drive, right? So that we will have some evidence about the experimentation which we have done as a part of this activity, right? So here I'm simply converting it to JSON format. Just run it. Okay. So now it's converting it to JSON file. And now what I will do, I will take this JSON file from my current working directory and will copy it back to data folder. So right now, if you see, it does not contain train.json file. And once we'll click submit this statement, you'll find that in some time it would appear in this folder. So right now it's not there, but it will be available soon because we are sending a JSON file back to my Google Drive, and the JSON, right, you can see it, right? So train.json file, we have just uploaded it from a Jupyter, Google Colab notebook to Google Drive. And that's a very handy way of managing your data artifacts inside Google Drive. That's it for now. Thank you.